I'm like, am I live? Hi, everybody. I don't know how that music is to you, but welcome to Candor with Katie. Tonight's a fun little night. We're just gonna do some more fun stuff because we need it. I need it. Maybe you do too. So I'm gonna stop this music, roll the intro, and we'll be on our way. We may have some friends stopping in. We may not. I'm not sure yet. So see you in a second. Boom! Let's do this. I'm having some technical difficulties as usual. I lost audio there for a second. So, just like the beginning of every one of my damn shows, I have to check and make sure that I can hear myself. I lost audio there. All right. I can. Sorry. I got to do it every time. For some reason, I couldn't hear it. So, good evening. I have some fun stuff to share with you tonight. We're doing weird in the news and some obscure holidays. One thing from the day in history and some obscure holidays, which is pretty fun. I think I took info from this site. This day in Martin Luther King, we're going to talk about that. And then the national holidays. The rest of the stuff is just, I didn't put it in here, but you'll see it because I'll have like a website or whatever. So let's talk about today in history. Who knows what happened? This is really cool because I can now scroll through this really easily. I just wanted to show you this first because how funny is this? The difference a hand makes. You guys know that's Rocky and Mr. T, right? Hello, Amy. Oh, that's a nice big block that comes in there. Okay, so that's hysterical. Okay, so the next one, whoopsies, sorry. Today in history. Oh, I think I'm going to talk about weird in the news first. Okay, so here it is. And I have it up on my phone. Can you see this? It's not a very good picture, but that's a javelina. And for those of you that don't know what those are, people think they're pigs. They're of the pecarary family. It's kind of like a rodent, I think, but they also call them, I think it says here. Okay, so on April 11th, deputies in Arizona said a javelina in search of Cheetos climbed into a vehicle and ended up taking in a brief joyride. Okay. So the Yavapai County Sheriff's Office said in a Facebook post that a deputy was called to a Cornville neighborhood on a report of a javelina, an animal which is known as a peccary. I thought it was peccary or skunk pig. People eat these. I know that. Trapped inside a Subaru station wagon. Brian says, Musk, stinky bastards. Yeah, they're just really cute though. I really think they're cute. Whoops, I got to take off that today in history because that's not what it is. We're doing weird in the news. I do that with my lender, so I figured I'd do it tonight. Why not? So the deputy learned the vehicle's rear hatch had been left open overnight, and the javelina had climbed into raid a bag of Cheetos that was left inside the car. The animal's antics inside the vehicle caused the rear hatch to close, trapping the javelina inside. So basically, his attempts to escape led it to being shifted into neutral, the car, and it rolled across the street, down the driveway and crossed the road before it came to stop under some trees. So when the deputy opened the vehicle's door, the rear hatch, the javelina scurried out, and there was some damage to the dashboard and the inside of the car, as you can imagine. So Brian, you just commented, they don't have these in Colorado, do they? And I don't think they have them in New Mexico either, where we went to high school together. I don't think they do they? All right, so next slide that's the story. Okay, so this is driverless cars. Now this is just a picture of one. There's a new show out. I think it's on Amazon Prime, and it's called Upload, and it's really good. And it's about like the afterlife. And so you can pay for this whole world. So if you have more money, you can go to this resort town and they upload all your memories and all this. It's strange. And you can still interact with people on Earth. Like you can make phone calls. And anyway, they have these. I was trying to find like a YouTube video or something on it. And if I had time, I would have just played one of the episodes and shown you. But it's kind of like that. You just sit in there and you're by yourself. You can just do work. You can take a nap. You can have shenanigans, whatever you want. Okay, Brian says something here. Yes, southern New Mexico, Socorro. They are pretty darn ornery. Okay. But Socorro's not southern New Mexico. Is it? Isn't that on the way to Albuquerque? I don't know. Anyway, yeah, they are ornery. They can't see very well either, but they can smell really well. So when I was at junior college here in Arizona first for a while, they would chase you. Like I'd come home from the library and they would chase you. It was just so funny. Okay, so here is the skinny on this. Let me see if I can share. I think I can share it from here. So let me see. I clicked on this. Let's see if it'll share. Oh, no. That's the next one. Sorry. I'm going to have to go to remove this. See, I'm still learning, you guys. So I figured out that I can't share my pictures anymore. Okay, so here's a driverless car. So here's what's funny. This driverless car was pulled over and that's why I got the picture, because this is not a very good view. But it was pulled over by police.
We are getting new details about a viral video showing a self-driving car taking off after being pulled over. KTVU's Christian Captain joins us live. And Christian, this all started with
this is kind of funny to me. I'm sorry.
Stop for driving without headlights at night.
Yeah, it may have started out as a routine traffic stop, but when
so they're all serious about this, like, oh, it may have started out as a routine traffic stop, and then it talks about it, and then it's like this is the part that comes up that's really funny to me. It's like a public service announcement. Look at the way the girl replies
on emergency lights and sirens from our vehicles.
Yes, Floyd, a Cruise AV can. Each Cruise vehicle is uniquely designed to react to first responders.
Cruise has a YouTube video.
Oh, my bad.
Instructing first responders how to approach and interact with driverless cars.
But once the Cruise AV is stopped, how does the first responder know that it won't drive away?
When a first responder arrives, they should immediately contact the Cruise Critical Response Line.
Okay, so I'm not going to continue with this, but seriously, do you think that that's going to happen? Like now the first responders have to actually call a 1-800 number or an 888 number in order to figure out what the heck is going on with pulling a driverless car over? I mean, and have you guys seen these yet? Because it's really interesting. How's my lighting, by the way? Do I look dim? Am I dim? Okay, so Brian says 85 miles south of Albuquerque, and I apologize. They are more so found in the Silver City area. Thank you. That's what I thought. Well, it's not like I'm from New Mexico, and that's why I know that, right? Since I was 10. So, yeah. If anybody else, I'd like to know if you've ever seen a javelina, smelled a javelina. And now listen, Sasquatch does not stink. He's amazing. He's been having all kinds of adventures lately. I do have something to share tomorrow. Thursday, I'm uploading a video with my lender. Okay, so the next part of the news, and let me know what you guys think of this. Like, so it's being pulled over because it doesn't have headlights, but does it really matter? Does it really matter if it has headlights or not? If it's a driverless car and it's supposed to, I don't know what's better lighting, you guys. That's probably better, right? If it like can detect all this stuff, does it matter? So maybe we should do like a show on like what the positives and negatives of those. I saw one in Ahwatukee crossing the street. Yeah, Amy, I don't think I've seen one yet. I don't remember. I mean, so which means I probably haven't, because then I would remember, right? But it's interesting, isn't it? Okay, so the next thing is, you guys, I'll show you, is this. And now I don't think I can read it from here. I'll look at it on here, since that's what I seem to have to do. But hey, I'm just a one-woman show, so what are you going to do? You guys are all okay with it, I'm sure. Okay, so, dang it, I pulled up the driverless car one, sorry. You'd think I'd be organized. Okay, hockey marathon raises almost $1 million for Children's Hospital Foundation. That is so cool, right? So 40 skaters were on the ice at the Chestermere Recreation Center for 261 hours. So I was really curious about this. This is all the guys. This is the hockey marathon. They took the picture. So after 264 hours on the ice, 40 Albertans, I think they're from Calgary, hold the Guinness World Record for the world's longest hockey game, all to make a difference in the lives of children with cancer. So this is not necessarily weird in the news, but crazy in the news, okay? And cool in the news, if you want to call it that. They have bruises and broken bones to show it. Guys discovered broken body parts they didn't even know they had. To break the record by the official Guinness Book of World Record standards, the same 40 players had to play the full 261 hours, almost a full NHL season's worth of ice time per player. The entire event had to be videotaped, and every player had to remain in the facility for the entire stretch. They ate, slept, and essentially lived at the Chestermere Recreation Center from March 31st to April 11th. Is that amazing? Oh, see, I'm still messing around with all this stuff. Isn't that amazing? What would you do for charity? I honestly, as tired as I've been lately, I mean, I've got like a lot of energy, but then I get to this point where I'm just like, oh, I still feel like my lighting is kind of dim. Kimberly Perry says, amazing. I know. Isn't that amazing? I don't know if I could do it though. Back in my younger days, I guess maybe a bunch of energy drinks. I mean, these guys and gals must have to crash for days after this. And they must have doctors on hand that are keeping them, hydrated and fed and everything. And they must only sleep for a few hours. But it's really cool. It's weird in the news and cool in the news. Okay. So what's up next? We're going to talk about today in history. I know that's a fancy sign. This is the Birmingham letters. It's 2 pages. Do you guys know? You guys remember what that is? So here we go. Martin Luther King Jr. is jailed, and he writes letter from a Birmingham jail. Okay. So it was a full-throated defense of the Birmingham protest campaign that is now regarded as one of the greatest texts of the civil rights movement. I don't know if I told you guys, but I used to teach younger kids, 4th graders, and we were doing a whole I was having them learn how to do 3 paragraphs because I was like, English teacher, I'm like, nope, you're going to do it. I don't care. And they were going to take the notes. So I was reading about Rosa Parks, and all this stuff. And I was like, you guys have to take the notes and you just have to write your story based on that. And over 50% of them put Rosa Parks, a civil rights leader. So it's kind of funny what kids will do. If you don't know what full-throated means, it means produced or expressed with the full power of the voice. And as you know, Martin Luther King did have quite the voice, even if it was by non-protest or whatever, non-violence, right? Okay, so next we have... Sorry, I'm trying to get to the point where I can find the little arrow. Okay, obscure national holidays today. We have 2. My friend Heather Bennett's not on here. I thought she was going to pop on. Oh, today is, sorry, I'm going to go here first. Today is National Grilled Cheese Sandwich Day. Okay. I have a question for you, and you're going to think I'm going to leave this up. So put your answers in the comments below. Grilled cheese sandwiches are America's second favorite cheesy food, right after which food? I should have done a contest tonight. Didn't get that organized. So here's the timeline of the grilled cheese. First reference to a melted cheese sandwich. This is like too small for me. One of the earliest references to melted cheese sandwiches is featured in Sarah Tyson Rohr's it's her new cookbook in 1902. And then the French come about in 1910. Hopefully I'm reading this right. You can see this timeline. I'll leave it up for a sec. What do you think that people love grilled cheese? Second to. Okay, I got to take that. Where are we? Grilled cheese and green chili. Oh, exactly, Kim. Totally. Mac and cheese. That's a good answer, but that's not it. Nachos. Kim, that's a good answer, but that's not it. So I'll put that, I'll keep that up there, okay? What's the second? Grilled cheese are second to this favorite cheesy food by people, okay? So the grilled cheese We love grilled cheese because it's the ultimate comfort food. They go well with everything, and we can explore cheese options. And I thought Heather was going to be on. Heather Bennett, you will love that. So if you watch it later, there you go. Okay. Are you ready for the answer? Okay, let's see. Pizza. You got it. Did you look it up, Kim? Did you? Kimberly wins. Yes. Second to pizza. Brian says cheese puffs. Yeah, well, those are good too. I mean, all those are good. Good question. Good guesses, right? Okay, so the next obscure holiday today is National Licorice Day. I have a little bit more information on this one, which is sorry. Let me go back to the grilled cheese. I forgot I put these on here. National Grilled Cheese Sandwich Day survey. This is the amount of people that like grilled cheeses. This yellow thing as opposed to the gray one. So lots of people like grilled cheese. Here's the top 5 cheeses Americans prefer on their grilled cheese sandwiches. Number 1 is cheddar, all the way down to pepper jack. What do you guys like? Put in the comments what kind of cheese you like on your grilled cheese sandwiches. I like cheddar, but provolone, probably pretty delish. I'm thinking, because that's that real gooey stuff, right? Okay. That was my question. Ask the question. Okay. Facts about licorice. I guess I don't have grilled cheese facts. Sorry. Let me bring back the licorice. Do I have a licorice picture? All right. Here's some facts about them that will blow your mind. That weird word gives licorice its sweet flavor. There are many names for licorice. It's been used for medicinal purposes. Licorice flavor is not just used for candies. It's used in soft drinks and herbal teas. And popular figures in history have enjoyed licorice. I don't know what my next picture is. Do I have another picture? I don't. So I'm going to put these up here. So this goes along with the licorice. It recognizes the history, health benefits, and distinction of licorice around the world. Okay. Licorice is used for making candy, flavoring drinks and teas, we just said. And some cultures even claim that it has been used for medicinal purposes. Ancient Egyptians would use licorice as a healing food ingredient. A great amount of licorice was found in the tomb of King Tut, because as you know, the kings were buried with their prized possession. Munster cheese. Ooh, Kim, nice. I'm gonna have to try that. That's pretty cool. Okay, another thing is hieroglyphics from ancient Egypt shows that licorice was enjoyed as a drink. So that's kind of cool. So as you guys know, this is the end of this. And if I had the other people on, I was going to do a couple more things, but we're already at 17 minutes. I can talk, man. I watch YouTube stuff and I'm like, man, that was 15 minutes already. But here's my final thoughts. Just like I've been talking about lately. Final thoughts. I don't know if you guys are feeling it lately. I don't know what it's like for you. I don't know what you're going through at home. But, you know, we're all in this together, okay? So I'm here for you. I hope you'd be here for me. I just want to focus on some more positive and lighthearted stuff because it's just too heavy out there. And sometimes I don't know what to do with it. I honestly, this probably sounds lame to some of you, but I don't know how I'd take it if the world turns into a crazy, chaotic war. I don't know how I'd survive. So this is what I do. I like to be positive. I like to be fun. Brian says, anyone that does not like licorice is cray. LOL. P.S. Red licorice is not real licorice. Okay, so now here's what I don't like black licorice. So I'm cray. And I like the red licorice. So that's interesting. Although I think I'm kind of, my tastes have kind of changed, I think, as I've gotten older. So hurts to you, Kim. And we got to chat later too, because I've got more info this week. So stay tuned. Thursday, I'm going to upload. We're going to try it this way because I'll just give you a little update on this. We are still talking about inflation in the market with housing and interest rates and how we can best prepare and not freak out. Okay. But it's hard to get together. Like I said, he has 11 kids. They're not all at home, but they all, I don't know how he keeps a positive attitude about anything. It's just crazy over there. He and his wife are like amazing people. So Kim says, I like red licorice as well. Thank you. Yeah. What's that alcohol? Jägermeister? Yeah. I could not, like Jaeger bombs. You remember those when you were younger? I was like, I could not do those. I'm like, my glands start salivating. That Rumplements, do you remember that? And then now what everybody loves, Fireball. Just can't do it. But black licorice is hard for me. Oh. Kim says, is it lightning there? No, I think what's going on is the camera's adjusting. That's outside. I have them tilted a little. See, yeah, I think the camera's just adjusting. Sometimes it adjusts on little sit squatch here as I'm talking too, but I just like to have them with me here, you know? So like I said, final thoughts, just, I'm here for you. I'm going to keep doing the fun stuff. It's interesting. I mean, if anybody has the time and wants to help me and do some research on maybe what I'm doing wrong, maybe I'm putting it up at the wrong time, maybe I shouldn't be doing lives on YouTube or whatever, but I mean, the views are way down. And in the same respect, who cares? Because I'm just doing it for me, and I'm doing it for those of you that want to come on here and say hi. So I appreciate you coming here. I'll upload the other video on Thursday, and then I'll probably ask you some questions about that, or feel free. So what we'd like you to do, because we're not going to be live, but we'll have the things up there. So comment, watch it, comment if you have questions, especially if you have questions about the market, the housing market and interest rates and stuff like that, okay? So as you know, Sit Squatch says, the journey begins with you. So be good to yourself. All right. He's got a lot of the ones. Go visit him on Instagram, guys, at Sit Squatch. Sit Squatch. Horgan loves you. Peace and love. That's me, in case you didn't know. I will see you next week. Next week, I believe we're going to do Wednesday because I think some of my ladies are going to join me. So I'll see you next week, okay? Peace and love.